BattleBit is a fantastic game, but it has an unconventional, if not outright bizarre approach for awarding experience points. Players need massive amounts of XP to rank up and use some of the game's higher level weapons, which can take hundreds of hours. I started a deep dive into the subject and was kind of blown away by how unpredictable the scoring system is at times, and it's honestly pretty important to understand it if you want to rank up quickly. For example, killing an enemy player can be worth as little as 200 points or well over 1,000 points depending on the circumstances of that kill, which is truly surprising, especially since those circumstances don't really have much bearing on how much you're helping out your team. Something that other games like, say, Battlefield try to pay a bit more attention to, BattleBit has kind of a banana scoring system, which at times I can appreciate, and at other times I'm simply left scratching my head. Today we're going to discuss all the different ways you can get points in BattleBit with the aim of better preparing you how to understand how to get XP faster. However, I'm sure I'm going to overlook a few things here and there, so I've created a Google Doc with this data that I'll update based on the feedback and further learnings, and I'll leave a link to this document in the video description. Let's begin with the points that you get for killing an enemy player. The base points are 200. It doesn't matter what weapon or gadget or vehicle you're using, you're going to get 200 points for a kill. However, if the final shot landed on that player is a headshot kill, whether it's from a precision sniper rifle or just a random chance with a full auto weapon, you'll get an additional 400 points. This is pretty crazy in my opinion. Basically, killing a player with a headshot versus a body shot is a 3 times point difference. 600 total points versus 200 total points. Now, there's additional points that can be applied as well. If the enemy that you kill is in an objective area, you can receive another 200 points for an attack the objective bonus or a defend the objective bonus, bumping the total points to 800 per kill if it's a headshot on top of that. However, the biggest and kind of most insane bonus for a kill is the long distance kill, which is the distance in meters to your target minus 100 points. So anything under 100 meters doesn't get you a bonus here, but if you, for example, kill someone at 500 meters away, you'll get 400 bonus points, which can be stacked with the headshot bonus and the attacker defend objective bonuses for some truly insane scoring potential. This pretty much validates back of the map sniping gameplay, and even if you look at the damage profiles on bolt action snipers, they tend to ramp up the further away you are, which is kind of an interesting damage profile. Long distance sniping can start to bring you in over 1,000 points per kill consistently. This is pretty wild stuff, so if you have the skills, you may never need to touch an objective and you can just sit back and snipe to your heart's content. Now, there's also assist bonuses, and assist counts as kill bonuses. If you do, say, 30 points of damage to a player and then someone else kills them, you'll get those 30 points. However, if you do the majority of damage to a player and someone else gets the kill, you'll also get a 200 point assist counts as kill bonus. And I'm pretty sure it's the majority of the damage versus, say, needing like 70% of the damage, but I'm also not 100% sure on the exact percentage here. Now, if you're trying to figure out how to grind XP for BattleBit, most guides on the internet will tell you to play medic and just revive and heal like crazy, which I think for the average player makes a lot of sense. A friendly revive is worth 400 points, probably more than the kill was worth in the first place. Then healing a player from near death to full health can also be worth about 400 points, plus another 50 bonus for fully healing them. That means a revive and heal can bring in a huge amount of points, though it does take a little bit of time to perform both of them. Now, if you're staying alive longer and you're in a good tactical location, chances are squad mates are going to be spawning on you a lot. Each squad spawn is worth 200 points, and this is a fantastic bonus for staying alive, and the more you can be aware of, like if you're the last player alive in your squad and getting into a safe spawn situation, the better you can generate points with this bonus. Now let's talk a bit more about objective play. Neutralizing an objective is worth 1,000 points. Capturing an objective is worth another 1,000 points. If your squad leader has marked the objective, you'll get an additional 400 points per neutralize and capture for squad orders followed. Meaning if you fully neutralize and capture an objective that's been marked by your squad leader, it's worth 2,800 points. And you can get even more points if you are in fact the squad leader with squad objective followed bonuses. I'm not entirely sure how it's calculated, but I believe it depends on how many squad members are on the marked objective, as I've seen capture bonuses up to 1,200 additional points before. That's on top of normal points, so squad leaders can get a ton of experience if their squad is staying on point, literally. Now, if you're running around a map and you hear that buzzing sound from an enemy's squad spawn beacon, hunt it down because killing one is worth 800 points. Almost as much as a long-range snipe. LOL. Now, when it comes to vehicles, things can get pretty wild. The transportation bonus is not something to ignore, as it can net you thousands of bonus points right at the start of a round. Basically, if you have a vehicle with a lot of seats like an APC or a Black Hawk helicopter, the players you transport into combat will give you a percentage of the points that they earn. I believe it's 25% of their objective points, basically until they die or perhaps until they get into somebody else's vehicle. But I think there may be some additional rules to this. So for example, one round I was the pilot of a Black Hawk helicopter right at the start, and I quickly flew to capture an objective and got massive 250 point bonuses for each of the players that I transported to that objective. 250 points being 25% of the 1,000 that they got for the capture. It's a pretty wild score bonus, and it can put you on top of the scoreboard right at the start. And the point of this bonus, I believe, is to try and reward players who are dedicated transport players, who just want to fly and ferry players into combat, which is pretty cool. Now, you continue to get these transportation bonus points even after the players leave the vehicle and even after you leave the vehicle. So if those players run to another objective and capture it after the first one, you should still get more points from that. Again, I don't know all the rules of this, as at times I was getting smaller transportation bonuses and it was hard to figure out exactly what those were being applied for. Now, if you're in a vehicle and you have a gunner and your gunner gets a kill, you'll get a gunner kill assist, which is worth 200 points. Killing a vehicle is worth 1,800 points, and apparently the game doesn't seem to care if it's a tank, a helicopter, or a jeep. I believe they're all worth 1,800 points, which is pretty wild. Plus, abandoned vehicles seem to award the same bonuses, so take out those enemy jeeps that are just sitting on the road for a nice bonus. You also get damage points for the damage that you inflict on a vehicle even if you don't get a kill, even though those are pretty minimal compared to, say, killing the vehicle. If you damage a vehicle and then somebody else kills it, you'll also get a vehicle assist bonus, which I believe is just the damage that you did to the vehicle already. Repairing a vehicle with a repair tool is worth quite a bit of points. I need to test this a bit more to figure out exactly how many, but it certainly is worthwhile to be a dedicated repper for a tank crew. Now, playing support and dropping ammo crates for players only rewards you with points when players use your ammo crate to restock, which is not a guaranteed thing. When they do restock though, the points you get are based on how much they restock. It's not nothing, but unless you happen to get lucky and toss it right into a giant pool of players who all need ammo, then usually you don't make too much while running ammo crates. Now, beyond this, there's a few other things I've left out, like objective arming and defusing for the rush mode, but I'll try and add them to the Google Doc as I get all of those stats in. But for the most part, these are the basics of scoring in BattleBit, and learning it all has definitely informed my on-field strategy. There's a big variety of ways to play and get XP in this game, which is overall a very good thing, and the better that you understand them, the more you can do what's best for you in any given moment. Try to grab a transport at the start of the round. Make sure to take out tanks and vehicles whenever possible. Aim for the head to get that massive bonus for infantry kills, and if you're in the mood, just sit back and snipe for massive long-range kill bonuses. Let me know in the comments if you think there's some important things I missed here or scoring tips that have helped you. I hope you found this video helpful, and next up, check out my BattleBit versus Battlefield video. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. This is Level Cap, signing off.